Exactly. Give them enough where you created enough context for them to understand what you're getting at, but not too much where you're like, okay, you could have probably said that in 2 minutes instead of 5, right? So yeah, listen, man, enjoy the rest of the week. Have a great weekend. Let's touch base on Monday. All right, thanks, man. See ya. Bye. All right, so I just wrapped a call with a candidate who I have interviewing right now. So he is in the middle stages of the interview process. One thing that I really need to hone in here and really harp on for like a lot of recruiters, if you're in the business and you're a headhunter, don't let yourself be a resume shop by sending resumes and just essentially letting it fly. You've got to consult clients all the way through. You've got to consult candidates all the way through. Like, I give them a little bit more encouragement to make sure that they hone in on some of these key like soft skills, hone in on some of these key areas where they've been successful in the past, and say, hey, bring these things to light so that way you don't leave any of the important stuff on the table. That's the big piece. Because a lot of people go into interviews and they will forget what things they've done that makes them an amazing fit for a company. And even while they've shared it with me, they'll forget about it when they're actually interviewing. So yeah, it's a really, really fine balance in terms of like getting people to see what the right fit is, especially on both sides, like helping a client see that this person is the best fit for your team and helping the candidate showcase that. So the thing about building something is that you never really know what the end product is going to look like. You have this vision, this idea of what it could be, and you never really actually know what it's going to look like until it starts to actually take shape. I've been doing recruiting now for 10 years. I've spent most of that time specifically working with startups, building out early teams, building out executive teams, helping companies scale. Now, recruiting is an intense sport, and it's not for the unfortified mind. You're dealing with people, and in most cases, they don't value what you do whatsoever. And in worst cases, they hate every recruiter that's ever reached out to them for one reason or another. Now, my job and my aim is to change that one interaction at a time and building a game-changing company that candidates can come to, companies can come to, knowing that they're going to get the best experience and they're going to get exactly what they came for. Either world-class talent or the opportunity of a lifetime. Now, the internal dilemma here is, instead of doing this on YouTube, why not just lock in entirely and, not record a video at all? But the other part of me says, no, this is a new skill that you need to build, create a new pathway, and really just facilitate growth. And that's the biggest thing right now. At this point in my life, I'm trying to grow in every way, shape, and possible. And as you can see, stretching is also another part of my growth, because when you get to a certain point, you lose a lot of flexibility. And I'm trying to not lose that, not only physically, but mentally too. And so doing YouTube, documenting, improving, building this skill of essentially self-recording is a big part of creating that flexibility. So yeah, new pathways are the only way forward. A big piece right now is also really building a personal brand. I think you see so often these days that people are really leveraging their personal brand to build a sustainable and growing business. And so I've just realized that is a big piece to the overall puzzle. Now, of course, you can still build a sustainable business without building a personal brand. I think that having a personal brand does a lot of work for you without you having to do certain things like constantly marketing, constantly doing business development, and with looking at my space in particular, a lot of what really gets people to come to you is your personal brand. Seeing the successes that you've had, seeing the impact that you've had with other companies. You know, clients will come to you and they know that, hey, oh, you did work for this company and you helped them build, you know, whoever on their team, you help them hire, blah, blah, blah. So building that part of the business, I think, is very, very important, and allows you to not have to rely so heavily on doing, you know, more traditional forms of marketing. You don't necessarily have to be running Google ads. While you probably should, and, you know, it could be helpful. People are finding a lot more businesses these days on social media, and they're finding, you know, they're finding good companies to work with based on the personal brands of founders. So yeah, that's a big part of what I want to focus this on in the next little bit, is just building that personal brand, showcasing a lot of the stuff that we're doing, the successes, the wins, and just leveraging that to keep the momentum going. So we now get into a little bit of a break, which is not really a break because it's still active work. And that active work is going to the gym. Right now we're gonna go hit some back and biceps, some shoulders. Damn, this is a little dark here. Let's brighten that up. All right, there we go. Yeah, so we're gonna go hit back, shoulders, some arms, and yeah, do a little bit of cardio too, but then coming right back. Honestly, there's so much going on right now, client-wise and candidate-wise. I think right now we have like 30 candidates in pipeline across multiple roles right now. So yeah, things are going really well there, but the work is never done. I just had a guy who was at almost final stages with a company for a head of design role and just got rejected. So yeah, it's time to keep going, keep pushing, finding the right people. It takes work, so we're gonna put in that work, man. So let's go. Yeah. Call me when you need it late at night. You know I'm sliding. Come on, puppy. You hear them? They're cheering you on, bro. They want you to get it. Come on. Oh. It's a big jump. Good boy. Good boy. Good job. He's so athletic, isn't he? Huh? See how high he jumps? Okay. Good boy. Good boy. I started this video off without properly introducing myself. I'm Avery. I'm from Toronto, born and raised. Man, all I can think about is building something that is meaningful, something that I can hand off to my kids one day if they want it. But the big thing that I really want to focus on right now is just growing. I mean, I'm just hitting my stride in terms of like what I know is possible and what I've already done, and knowing that there's still so much more that I can bring to the table. And so, yeah, man, if you found yourself here, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I plan to do a video once a week, just updating where the business is, what we're working on, some of the wins that we've had, and really just, yeah, giving you a good glimpse into what it's like to build an 8-figure recruiting agency. And so, yeah, I hope whatever I'm doing inspires you to want to build something for yourself, want to grow. You know, I really hope that you get some sort of value from this. So anyways, I'm going to end the video here, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.